So this is our new seed drill working. It's a seed drill, but it's also an inter-row hoe as well. And if you've seen any of my other videos, you would have seen that I've been out to Sweden twice to look at this this concept. Yes, it comes from Sweden. It's a drill that sows on 25cm rows, but could also sow in bands, and can effectively sort of broadcast the seed evenly across those 25cm with the right fitting. So it's incredibly adaptable. But the only big difference is it also then turns into a inter-row hoe. So there's a hydraulic system on the drill, similar to the sort of Gothia system, but with a different camera. And when you want to use it for a hoe, it enters the field as it is, but it just switches over to the center of the 25cm rows and turns into a hoe. And the one thing that I really liked about it was that I don't know if you're going to see if it goes past, but the coulters, which you can see the seeder units on the drill, you swap the coulter units, just the bit on the front, for a hoe, and it's very, very rigid. It's a very aggressive hoeing action. So unlike the Gothia, every single hoe has its own individual spring on it, so it means that when it's hoeing, it completely follows the contour of the land, making the hoeing action just much more accurate. And there's no doubt that if the same machine that's doing the drilling is also doing the sowing is also doing the hoeing, then I think there's a distinct advantage in that. The other thing it does is that it actually, rather than when it comes to under-sowing, which we do a lot of on this farm to establish fertility lays or cover crops pre-harvest, you can have an attachment on the back of the hoe. It's called a flexi-bill, which then allows you to actually drill the clover seed or the green manure seed into the ground, getting the best seed soil contact you can. And that actually was one of the major things that sold the drill to me, because establishing green manures and fertility building legumes is the core bit of our organic rotation, and it has to be 100% successful. And in Sweden I looked at a number of farms where they've tried this method, and I didn't see a failed crop. We've been establishing our fertility lays with an Einbock harrowcomb with a seeder on it, and it's just very hit or miss. It's really just scratching it and rolling it and hoping for the best, but this really does a very good drilling job. So this is year one with this machine. As I say, we're just sowing with it now. Hopefully we'll be able to do some inter-row hoeing when this winter wheat crop is up before Christmas, and I'll come back and show you it doing that. But anyway, we're hoping for great things with this this machine, and at the moment it's going very well. It's the first one in the UK. Its serial number is GB001. So there's quite a lot of risk attached to that, I suppose, for us, because we're having to order, if we need any parts, we haven't yet, but wearing parts and replacement parts will have to come from Sweden. But it's hopefully going to be reliable. As I say, it's a bit of a risk, but the machine looks so good we just had to take it. Anyway, more details on it later.